Hey, I'm Ethan. I used to think I had a pretty normal life. Job, friends, hobbies, the usual. But everything changed one night, under the glow of a full moon. Now once a month I'm not me anymore. Become her. It all started on a camping trip with my friends. We were deep in the woods, sitting around the fire, laughing and telling ghost stories. It was a full moon that night, and I wandered off to get some firewood. That's when I saw it. A strange old woman, dressed in tattered clothes, standing in the shadows. "You've been chosen," she said cryptically, her voice raspy. "Chosen for what?" I asked, trying to hide my unease. "You'll see," she whispered, and before I could respond, she vanished into the darkness. At first, I thought it was just a weird encounter, something to laugh about with my friends. But when the next full moon came around, everything changed. I was at home playing video games when I felt it, a strange heat coursing through my body. My skin tingled, my heart raced, and then I doubled over in pain. "What the hell is happening?" I groaned, clutching my stomach. My hands became smaller, more delicate. My shoulders narrowed, my waist tightened, and curves began to form where there had been none before. My reflection in the mirror showed a woman staring back at me. Soft features, long hair, and wide, expressive eyes. "Is this some kind of nightmare?" I muttered, but the changes didn't stop there. Before I could even process what had happened, I felt an overwhelming urge. It wasn't just the physical transformation. It was like something inside me had shifted. My thoughts were different, softer, and oddly feminine. I found myself drawn to my sister's room. She wasn't home, and her vanity table called to me like a beacon. My hands moved on their own, reaching for her makeup. "No," I whispered, trying to resist. "This isn't me." But it was no use. The compulsion was too strong. I sat down at the vanity, my fingers trembling as I picked up a lipstick. The vibrant red color felt natural as I applied it, followed by mascara, blush, and eyeliner. Once I was done, I looked in the mirror again. The woman staring back at me wasn't just beautiful. She was confident, poised, and captivating. "What is happening to me?" I whispered. It didn't stop there. I was drawn to the closet, where I found one of my sister's dresses. A sleek, black number that fit my transformed body like a glove. I slipped into a pair of her heels, and though I stumbled at first, I quickly found my balance. I didn't just look the part, I felt it. As I posed in front of the mirror, a part of me wanted to scream, to rip everything off and pretend this never happened. But another part of me liked it. The next day, I woke up back in my normal body. My room was a mess. Makeup scattered everywhere, the dress tossed on the bed. For a moment, I thought it was all a bizarre dream. But the lingering scent of perfume and the faint stain of lipstick on my pillow told me otherwise. I spent the rest of the month dreading the next full moon. I tried to find answers, researching everything I could about curses, transformations, and full moons. But nothing prepared me for the next time it happened. When the full moon rose again, the transformation was quicker, smoother. This time I didn't resist as much. The urge to dress up, to embrace my feminine side, was stronger than ever. I found myself walking through the city at night, wearing a flowing dress and heels, my makeup flawless. People complimented me, their kind words making me blush. And then, to my surprise, I caught the attention of a man, a charming guy named Daniel. "You look stunning," he said, his smile warm. Thanks," I replied, my voice softer and higher than usual. We ended up talking for hours. There was something about him that made me feel seen, understood. By the time the night ended, I didn't want it to stop. When I woke up the next morning, back in my regular body, I was conflicted. Part of me hated this curse, the way it took over my life every month. But another part of me couldn't forget the way Daniel had made me feel, or how much I'd enjoyed being her. Now, every full moon I find myself torn between resisting the transformation and giving in. It's a curse, sure, but it's also opened up a side of me I never knew existed. And maybe, just maybe, it's not such a curse after all.